Hello Gupta party. Previously we have studied about the Samudragupta and how he had conquered the particular territory along with his interest in art and music, religious belief and tolerance and constant currency. Right now we are going to start a new chapter, a new topic, not new chapter, a new topic, that is Chandragupta II, his administration, his other developments and also the economic growth. How economically that empire was growing too much. Chandragupta II was a conqueror and like his father, he was the son of Samudragupta. He was also known as Vikramaditya. He made many military conquests which include the conquest of Malwa, Gujarat and Saurashtra, which were under the Saka rule. He was now able to control the three ports of Bharuch, Supara and Kamli. This facilitated trade with foreign countries. Ujjain appeared to have been the inlet center upon which most of the trade routes converged. This was the important trade center. This was the important trade route which is under the control of Vikramaditya. Chandragupta II occupied the throne for nearly 40 years and Patliputra turned into the flourishing city under his rule. Chandragupta II was also known as Sakari, which means the conqueror of Sakas, and also known as Chakravarti, means which is the universal emperor. That was the title has been given to Chandragupta II. Firstly, he was counted as Vikramaditya, he has named as Vikramaditya. Then second, it was Sakari, means to say that he has conquered the Sakas rulers, and also he was known as Chakravarti, which means the universal emperor. He was famously known for having a court with 9 nobles and learned men called the Navratna. The Navratna or the 9 jewels. These Navratna include the famous poet Kalidas and the astronomer Aryabhatta. So these were the things which were included, these were the people which were included into the Vikramaditya court. They were known as Navratna, in which Kalidas was famous, and second was Aryabhatta, who was the astronomer, as you already know about. Administration. What was the administration? How he used to rule into his own empire. The Gupta Empire showed great administrative skills that had a smooth system of revenue collection and governing of territories. Revenue collection and governing of territories, the smooth philosophy, the smooth thing, the smooth system is continued into his own empire. The welfare activities were run properly. The digging of wells, making of roads and canals helped to improve the agriculture and related to the trades. Digging of wells, obviously road play an important role for the trading, and canals have been made for the irrigation. Next, other developments which has been done by Vikramaditya into the Vikramaditya reign, that is science and literature flourished into his reign. The art of Ajanta and Ellora caves, the architecture of Sanchi Stupa and the temple of Jhansi, Devgarh and Kanpur, Bittergaon are the fine example of art and architecture of that period. Science and literature was flourished at that time. The art of Ajanta and Ellora caves, the architecture of Sanchi Stupa has been made into the Vikramaditya's empire, and the temple of Jhansi means Devgarh and Kanpur, that is Bittergaon. These temples has been made by Vikramaditya and fine example of art and architecture of this period. The carvings of making of stone statue of gods and goddesses also show remarkable improvement in the earlier times. The iron pillar, when you used to visit Qutub Minar, there is an iron pillar into the Delhi which is made during the Chandragupta II's reign. And the quality of that iron pillar is that it is not getting rusted. It is not getting rusted from so many years. is standing in the same shape and there is not even a single sign of rustation on that. Economic growth. What was the economic growth at that time? The improvement of agriculture production, development of arts and crafts and buildings, trades within the countries within the countries and with foreign countries brought prosperity into his own empire. Improvement of agriculture production, development of the arts and crafts and buildings, trade within the country and out of the country, and the Gupta period has therefore been described as the golden age of our own country. Means all the system is going flourishingly or smoothly. There is no any interruption in that. Revenue system was also good. Science and literature has been developed at that time. Art and architecture has developed in his own right. So this was the reason by which we can say that it was the golden age of our country. Second, the third point, that is religion. The Gupta showed a preference to their family deities, that is Vishnu. They pursued the policy of perfect freedom of worship. New temples were being built, better and attractive idols were being made of Hindu gods and goddesses, and thus there was a revival of Hinduism in a great degree. Into his reign, the Hinduism has been flourished so much. He used to worship the deity which was known as Vishnu, and new temples were being built into his reign. Better and attractive idols were being made in Hindu gods and goddesses. So this was the reason by which we can say that this empire has been flourished into the India. Fahian was the greatest scholar and traveler who had came from China to India. He studied the civilization of the time of Chandragupta II. He had written about how the people of those times were very honest. Even gold left on the road would remain untouched by the others, and his writings are a major source of information about the time of the Chandragupta II. Into the Fahian's inscription, into the Fahian's script, we can say that it has been mentioned that into the Chandragupta II's reign, people used to be so much honest that even a gold coin is dropped on the road, nobody is going to touch that particular coin. That honesty was found into our country. But right now, if a coin of 5 rupees is being dropped on the road, then it will be picked up by someone. Next, the decline of the Gupta Empire. How this flourishing empire got into the decline. Now we are going to read about that. The subsequent king of the Gupta Empire were not as famous as Samudragupta and Chandragupta II. After Chandragupta II, the particular rulers who were ruling the empire, they were not capable to rule the region. The rule of the Gupta continued till 570 CE, and they had to fight many wars with the Hunas, which made them weak. Hunas was a tribal community. They used to fight with them for their own territory, and that made the empire, that made the treasury, that made the empire very weak. The treasury is going to be finished just because of the fight, and that's why the empire got weak. Harshvardhan, we will study about him into the next video. Literacy and education and the ruler of the southern region, we will read about that into our next video. Right now you have to read this properly, and you have the particular question answers which I have given, you should write it down into your copy. Thank you so much.